Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will get the first crack at it here. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
The Trojans are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Looking for a man, it's Mayaba. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Punt is in the air. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Purdue's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
Handoff to the lone back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money. But this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Makes the catch. It's Lemon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On third down, going up top. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll give it to the back. There he goes! Ernie on the Jets! He's at the 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
You're going going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he will score! Touchdown, Boilermaker! And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
There he goes! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line, pave the way for a big first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
With the catch, it's Tuggle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw again. Quickly complete. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running it.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's second and long.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Shoots it to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. It's Mayava. Quickly complete. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Purdue! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Rolls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the punishment has been extended. sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to throw. It's Mayaba. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed great. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
He's loose on the left, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Fires on the move, and this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quick strike complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's McCoby. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Zings it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. To throw, it's Fox. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Trojans decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be dragged down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Looking for a man. It's Fox. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them in.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over, right?
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Fox. He's going up top here late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David